Welcome back to Blue Bloods Football, guys, and these are your predictions for the 2024 Euros semi-finals, guys. First match on Tuesday night, Spain versus France. Honestly, Spain have been giving us very entertaining matches so far. The kids are lighting the stadiums up. Yamal and Nico Williams, bro, and all of these guys are doing so well in the team. They played a great game against Germany, in my opinion. There were parts of that match where Germany was like, pushing quite a bit, and they gave Spain quite a bit of a scare, especially with how rough they were, guys. Toni Kroos taking out like 3 to 4 men was actually kind of crazy, as well as injuring Pedri. We'll never forgive you for that, Kroos, but hey, we love you anyway. But yeah, Spain managed to keep it calm, cool, composed, and collected, and managed to get through to the next round, guys. And shout out to Cucurella for playing a blinder again. This guy, he worries me because he puts his body on the line for like every challenge, and I'm scared he won't make it back to Chelsea. So hands together for him, guys. Let's hope he makes it through, and congrats to the semi-finalists. So looking at this for France, looking at France's side, they played Portugal in one of the deadest games I've seen in a while. Mbappe hasn't been the same since his nose injury. Even slightly before, he has been a bit lackluster. The teams are looking tired, and guys, if we talk about Portugal, kind of disappointing in my opinion. Roberto Martinez, the guy to ruin a golden generation. So unfortunate. I felt like the one thing he needed to do personally was bench Ronaldo for that game, to allow players like Jota or Gonçalo Ramos to help the other players thrive, because it seemed like they had one plan: launch it into the blocks for Ronaldo to get the header on, but it just never really happened. And France didn't really look so potent during the game as well. Occasionally they look kind of bright in the beginning stages. Kante doing his thing as usual, Camavinga doing quite well, Tchouaméni holding it down in that midfield. But overall, guys, no one could really get a proper grip on the game. It ended up going quite far, and I barely remember what happened. Yeah, they went to penalties, and João Felix ended up missing his. Unfortunately, Ronaldo probably wasn't so happy about that, as you can see all the memes. But yeah, here we have it. France has gone through to the semis. So if we look at France versus Spain, I'll tell it to you like this: I think Spain are going through to the final. Scoreline might be closer than you think, because France has a lot more depth. They have more energy. None of their players are suspended or injured, unlike Spain, who have an injured Pedri, a suspended Dali Normand, and a suspended Carvajal for getting the late red for trying to grip a player in the end. So yeah, it might be a bit tougher for them, but I still think they have the quality to go through. So I'm going to say Spain are winning this game. I don't even see France getting a goal, to be honest, but I'm going to say Spain are going to win this 2-0. If and only if France manage to start Giroud, who I think has been the missing link, I think they might get a goal, but I'm going to leave it 2-0 for now. So 2-0 to Spain. England versus Netherlands. This didn't go the way I predict. I honestly didn't think England would make it as far as they have. They've had the simplest route to the finals, or at least the semis, and they've made a meal out of every match, in my opinion. Guys, I don't know what kind of juju they're using for this game, but yeah, they've obviously been scraping through somehow, and a lot of people are under the impression that England is a team full of quality, which I agree with to an extent. I feel like a lot of their clubs have been making some of their players look a lot better than they are, and this is why people have very high expectations for them when they come together for the national team. So I don't think it's completely all on Gareth Southgate, in my opinion, but hey, they've been doing what they've been doing, and let's see how far they come after this. So looking at their match against Switzerland, guys, it was quite an interesting game, with the first goal coming in like 70 minutes, and up to this point in the tournament, until like Netherlands versus Turkey, no goals had been scored in the first half in any of the quarterfinals, guys. So this is the kind of matches we've been having, like chess games, very strategic, poke back and forth, no one really wanting to take any risks. And Gareth Southgate came into this game with a bit of a risk in changing the formation to a 3 at the back, which kind of helped the team and put Saka in situations where he stood out quite a lot. An individual piece of brilliance from him to get the goal, in my opinion. So yeah, shout out to Saka for that. And yeah, Switzerland did well, obviously, up until they conceded and heads just dropped, went all the way to penalties. England ended up taking it. So they were quite good from the set pieces, I'll be honest, from the spot kicks. And a quick one: Trent Alexander's goal was actually the second fastest hit ball in the game, with a record of, 78 miles per hour he struck that ball, which is kind of crazy. So it actually makes sense as to why the keeper decided to dive in the opposite direction and avoid that bullet completely. So yeah, with that, England went through, and they're going to play Netherlands, who beat Turkey, guys, and that was an interesting game. I think it was one of the most entertaining games in the quarterfinals for me. Spain versus Germany obviously tops that because of the quality on show, but yeah, Turkey fans, I have to give it to them, guys. If anyone gets to watch this, you guys are a very great fan base, always vocal, very expensive. You could even see it with Galatasaray whenever they played their Champions League games, so big ups to them for that. They played with a lot of courage, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. Netherlands seem to be getting in their stride, guys. It's been taking them a while, but they're actually pushing, and they managed to get 2 quick goals. All of a sudden they turned on, because I watched that whole game where it looked like Turkey was on the front foot. They got that first half goal, which is the first half goal in all of the quarterfinal games, and it kind of looked like it was going to go one way from there, and Netherlands looked really nervy, even in defense in the back. There was that one player who was hounding Van Dijk, and he even got a yellow card at some point, but it wasn't enough because Netherlands managed to push back with a first goal from Stefan de Vrij, who got a header completely unopposed, unmarked, and then the second goal quickly. It was technically Gakpo, but they registered it as an own goal from one of the defenders, but they managed to put them in a position where they were under a lot of pressure to do that, guys. So big ups to Netherlands for that. And it went against my prediction. I honestly thought Turkey was going to win 2-1, and Netherlands was a bit disappointing, but if they play the way they did against England, then I'm more than happy to see them go through. So for these two square off against each other, okay, England's luck has to run out at some point, guys, and it has to be against Netherlands. There's no way these guys can make it to another final. So I'm going to say another close prediction. For England to even get a goal is tough, and Netherlands have a tough defense. I'm going to be brave here, man. I'm going to say Netherlands win this 2-1. Gakpo has to get a goal. Top goal scorer of the tournament, by the way. Man, Xavi Simons has to get an assist or something. But yeah, that's who I'm going to say are going to go through. Netherlands for that one. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments about all of this. Hit me up with your predictions. Be bold, be brave, be vocal, and obviously like, comment, subscribe to Blue Bloods Football. Hit me up on all the other social platforms as well. We're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're starting lives now. So yeah, hit me up, let me know what you think. And Blue Bloods Football, Hamlet signing out.